I would like to illustrate the function of a cache by simulating a very simple cache architecture that has two cache lines, 1, 2, and it has a tag field that is of size 4 bits. And the reason why this is 4 bits is because my address space has 16 addresses. So log2 of 16 is 4. And each address I can access 1 byte of data, so therefore the data size is 1 byte. I also have 2 more bits, 1 per cache line, that tell me whether or not the cache line is valid. And I have a very simple program on the left hand side that I'm going to execute and observe how the cache functions. I also have 4 registers which these load instructions are going to load values into. So load instruction, the first load instruction reads from the location 1. Is it in the cache? Well, if there are no valid tags, both of them are invalid, which means that there is no valid address 1 in the cache, and therefore it is a cache miss. Therefore I need to go and fetch the data from memory and allocate space for this address in the cache. I have enough space in the cache because there are these invalid bits. I can pick any one of those two. I'm going to pick the first one and populate that cache line with the address 1 and its data. And then I would return the value 110 to the processor so that the processor can write the data into its register R1, which is the register that you're trying to load into. Now I would also set the least recently used bit so that when I end up filling up the cache, I would know which cache line to evict. At the moment I have accessed only one cache line, so the other one is the least recently used cache line. Let me go ahead and execute the next instruction. So I'm also going to keep track of how many misses and hits I'm going to be observing. So far we accessed 1 memory location and that is a miss, so 1 miss and 0 hits. Let me go ahead and execute the second load instruction. It is accessing the location 5. I'm going to compare 5 with all the tags. There's only one tag and that doesn't match, and therefore it is a cache miss, which means I need to allocate space for it. Fortunately I do have a cache line which is empty, and so I'm going to use that for storing the address 5, fetch the data from memory and store it in the cache and return it to the processor, which would then store it in the register R2. So now I have 2 misses and 0 hits so far. Let me I would also need to update my LRU bit. Before, the second line was the LRU, but now because I have just accessed this line, the other one becomes the least recently used line. Let me go ahead and execute the third load instruction. It accesses the location 1. I check the tags. 5 doesn't match, but the tag 1 does match, and we have our first hit, which means that I don't have to go to the memory, and instead I can return the data from the cache itself. Therefore now we have our first hit. Keep in mind that we have to update the LRU. Now that I have accessed the address 1, this cache line, the other one becomes the least recently used cache line. Now I'm going to access the cache with the third address 7, which I've never accessed before, and so when I try to look it up, the cache doesn't have that tag, and so both of them mismatch and then indicates that it's a cache miss. Now I need to allocate space for this address 7, and according to temporal locality we are using the replacement policy based on LRU, where I want to evict the least recently used cache line. which we've been diligently keeping track of. So it happens to be the case that 5 is the least recently used cache line. So if you go back in time, you will see that 1, I just used it, so that is not the least recently used cache line. And if you go back, 5 happens to be more older than 1, and therefore that must be evicted. So I would evict the address 5, replace it with the address 7, and bring the data for 7 from memory, overwrite the data with the new data, and return the value to the processor and update the register file. Unfortunately, we have encountered one more miss, so we have 3 misses and 1 hit so far. The final instruction I'm going to go and execute, which is also addressed to 7, and in this case, of course, it's going to be a hit because we just accessed it and it's there in the cache and the tag matches, and we would just return the value 170 to the processor. You'll notice that this load is loading to a different register, and that's why you see 170 in 2 different spots in the register file.